Every bodybuilder knows that to keep getting muscle gains or more muscle when lifting weights, they need to change up their exercise routine every now and then. So they might do one exercise for their pecs or their chest for 4 weeks, and then they change it to another exercise for their chest for another 4 to 6 weeks, and then they change it back again after 4 to 6 weeks, eventually doing a rotation where they come back to that first one after a while. The reason for this is that the human body is amazing. I hope you probably appreciate that. I'm sure you do by now. It's an amazing machine of adaptation and efficiency. It doesn't want to waste energy, so it adapts quickly and becomes more efficient at activities that are done repeatedly. So bodybuilders will get great muscle gains with a single exercise for 4 weeks, but then their benefits will slow down because that body part has now become more efficient at that exercise. The body's adapted and become more efficient. So we have to re-challenge it. We have to change it up, and then it grows again because it's not as efficient at this new type of exercise. So when it comes to what we're doing in weight loss, I found a similar principle applies in my clinical experience anyway. In respect to the way you're eating, moving and thinking, is your body getting used to it so you burn less calories and your weight plateaus? So do we have to change up the style of eating and movement? Do we have to challenge the body in a different way? Now look, I can't find much evidence to support my theory because I simply can't find any studies that have been done on it, so I don't know. But this is something I've seen in my clinical practice be incredibly important, and physiologically it makes sense. So it's not just because of these reasons that it works. We have to accept we're dealing with human beings, and most of us like variety. We don't want to do the same thing every day. As much as you like one food like roasts or whatever, you don't want to eat that every day. You'd become pretty sick of it. So variety is actually really key in everything we do. So if your weight loss journey plateaus, that's a sign that you need to change it up. For example, you might do a Mediterranean diet for 3 months, then you might do a low carb diet for a month, then maybe a fasting diet style for 3 to 4 weeks, and then meal replacements, and then coming back to a whole food plant-based diet. I don't care what you do, but changing it up can be important. Remember the principles we went through before from 1 to 10, holistic and flexible and all those things. If you're finding what works for you, then great, you don't have to change it. But if you are reaching that plateau, then think about changing it up in some way, not just your food. Maybe it's your stress, maybe it's your exercise, maybe it's your mind state, maybe it's your social support networks. In somewhere along the line, you might need to change up one or more of those things. So be open to that. So now you know all the ways you can do it. You can now pick and mix what works for you and what you like. Enjoy that experience, enjoy this process.